The coolest weapons nobody's seen before. With cutting-edge weapons like the MQ9 Reaper Drone, the Laser Avenger, and the ADAPTIV cloaking system, let's look into these awesome US weapons that the troops have an edge on any battlefield in the world. MQ9 Reaper Drone. Even though the Reaper drone has been around for more than 10 years, its main job until very recently was to gather information and look around. Squadrons of F-16s are being changed into fleets of drones in the present day. The Reaper is the largest unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV, in the United States. It has a wingspan of 84 feet, a takeoff weight of 7,000 pounds, a payload capacity of 3,000 pounds, and a maximum flight time of 36 hours. When the drone is flying at an altitude of 52,000 feet, it can read a license plate from more than 2 miles away. The fleet of unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, which can carry both air-to-ground and air-to-air missiles and 500-pound bombs, is set up to do most of the American air support in the coming years. At the start of this decade, the United States already had more people trained to operate its growing fleet of unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, than it did for any other type of combat system it had. AA-12 Atchison Assault Shotgun. The AA-12 can fire 5 12-gauge shells per second. It can be fired with one hand from the hip because the recoil is only 10% of what it would be on a regular shotgun. The Atchison can also fire a Frag-12 round, which is a high-explosive or fragmentation grenade up to 175 meters with the same level of effectiveness. The AA-12, which was made to be used for a long time in battle, can fire up to 9,000 rounds without getting stuck or needing to be cleaned, according to the results of many tests. The operators only need to press and hold the trigger for 4 seconds to fire all 20 rounds from the drum at a target. ADAPTIV Tank Invisibility Cloak. The ADAPTIV system was made in Sweden and a patent was given for it. It works with both infrared and other kinds of electronic frequencies. It can make the coated vehicle blend in with the background so that it looks like it doesn't exist. And it can also change the returning signal so that it looks like something else. For example, it's possible to make a tank look like an automobile. In pictures, you can see how the military vehicle fades into the background and changes into the car at the same time. Phaser Rifle. The Personal Halting and Stimulation Response, or Phaser Rifle, is a type of laser array that can be held in the hand. This is called a dazzler. This kind of laser array can temporarily blind and confuse anyone who comes into its sights. Since the phaser only makes people temporarily blind, it's not covered by the 1995 United Nations Protocol on Blinding Laser Weapons, which limits the use of weapons that can make people blind, a ruling which the United States did not agree until 2009. At first, dazzlers were things that US soldiers put on their rifles that weren't dangerous. The idea behind them was to stop people from going through military checkpoints without stopping first. The phaser uses a green laser array to figure out how far away its targets are and to make sure that the light won't blind them for good. The Taser Shockwave. With the push of a button, the taser model can kill a lot of people with electricity. The taser can be stacked on top of each other and linked together to make the weapon more powerful. It can also be easily attached to any vehicle. This makes something of an area of denial. This business video shows how the shockwave works up to 25 feet away, and you can watch it in action right here. The Black Knight. The Black Knight is a hybrid vehicle that works like both a remote-controlled tank and a vehicle that scouts ahead. It was made to be used in places that people thought were too dangerous for manned vehicles. The price of the Black Knight is kept low by having it share a weapon system and engine parts with the Bradley fighting vehicle, which is driven by people. The tank has a machine gun, a 30mm cannon, and an engine with 300 horsepower. The car also comes with self-driving navigation software that lets it plan and follow its own routes without any help from an outside source. The Active Denial System. The Active Denial System is a combination of a radar array and a microwave. The TV show 60 Minutes called it America's Ray Gun. Since the ADS is so close to the skin surface, it sends out a stream of electromagnetic waves that are quickly absorbed by the epidermis. The military calls it the goodbye weapon because it hurts so much and people want to run away so much that they can't stand it. In the United States, the ADS has been used on both test subjects and people who are in jail. It was sent to Afghanistan in 2010, but months later, for no clear reason, it was brought back. The military says that being exposed won't hurt you in the long run. The Laser Avenger. The Avenger's laser is only a few millimeters wide and can't be seen by the human eye. However, it gets 20 times hotter than an electric stovetop and can easily cut through artillery rounds. During U.S. military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, improvised explosive devices, or IEDs, killed more American soldiers than any other type of weapon. The Avenger was made with the hope that it would be able to stop these IEDs from going off. Also, the Avenger is being tested to see if it can destroy other aircraft. Mars Robot, Modular Advanced Armed Robotic System. The Mars Robot is a remote-controlled bomb disposal robot that has been changed. The Mars is very flexible and can be changed to fit a wide range of needs. For example, it can be equipped with a loudspeaker and an eye-dazzling laser, or beanbag guns, smoke, and pepper spray. There's also an MB240 machine gun and a 40mm grenade launcher that can be added. The XM2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle. The M24 sniper rifle's been improved in many ways over the past 22 years, and the XM2010 is the result of all those changes. It's meant to be used in high-altitude, long-distance combat in tough situations like those found on the battlefields of Afghanistan. The XM2010's bullets have a lot of gunpowder in them so that the gun is quiet and accurate up to 1,200 meters away. It has a sound suppressor, a flash suppressor, and a thermal sleeve, all of which help hide the barrel's heat from infrared sensors. When United States snipers finish their 5-week training at Fort Benning in Georgia, they can hit a target the size of a person 9 times out of 10 from 600 meters away, which is more than 1/3 of a mile. XM25 IAWS Individual Airburst Weapon System. The name The Punisher was given to the XM25 by American Marines in Afghanistan because it can accurately fire a next-generation 25mm grenade up to 500 meters away. But the distance wasn't what impressed the soldiers who tried out the weapon in the real world. It was how the grenade was set up. Inside the XM25 is a rangefinder that tells the firing chamber how far away the grenade is. When the grenade is thrown out of its barrel, it moves in a spiral motion, like a football, and keeps track of how far it's gone by counting how many spirals it makes. You can set the explosion to happen within 10 meters, which means it can hit enemies hiding in bunkers or behind barriers. A platoon leader told Army Times that the XM25 made engagements go faster. Engages that usually take 15 to 20 minutes were over in a matter of minutes, he said. Thank you so much for watching this video. That was all from our side. What do you think of these weapons? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more. Also, turn on the notifications bell icon so you can know the minute we post another video.